Okay, so let's convert a fraction to decimal to percent. So say I'm given the fraction 7/10. Okay, say I'm given this fraction and I first want to convert it to a decimal. So if I'm given 7/10, that is basically the same as saying 7 divided by 10. Alright, so if I have a house, 7 goes inside, 10 goes on the outside. Alright, so I'm going to draw my house. Oh, I need that little T. That would draw. So I'm going to draw my house, and I'm going to have 10 on my outside, 7 on my inside. Now I notice that 10 doesn't go into 7, so I'm going to need to add a 0. So 10 goes into 70. How many times? 7 times. So 10 times 7 is 70. 7 minus 70 is 0. Great. Nothing left over. So what I want to do, bring my decimal straight up and right in between the 0 and 7. All right, well, that means that when my fraction 7/10, that equals 0.7. Now, if I want to make that into percent, I actually just multiply that by 100. Okay, so if I multiply 0.7 times 100, I'll have 100 on top. I'll have 0.7, and I multiply. So 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times another 0 is 0, 7 times 1 is 7. Now, what I have to watch out for is I have this place value right here. So however many decimals I have one decimal place, right? I have to move that many times in my final answer. So if I move 1, I put my decimal right there. All right, so my percent is 70%. Now, some of you might have also noticed that the decimal, if I'm looking at 0.7, if I'm looking at 0.7 and timesing by 100, if you want to actually change a decimal to a percent, you just move it 2 times. So then the decimal appears here, and I need to fill this in with a 0. So then it becomes 70%.